What if I died on the psych ward? That is a title that I don't think a lot of people know what that's really about. And I just wanted to come on here and do a little summary of what that is really about. What if I died on the psych ward? No chance of the truth anymore. So psychiatric units are places where people, well, you don't know what it's like until you go. It's not the kind of place that you ever visit. You're not in there unless you're actually in there. And so I found it such a stark contrast to what people thought it was and to then what it actually was. It was shocking. And I went to the NHS psychiatric units and they went to one abroad. And this was all because I basically got negligently given a medication that blew my nervous system apart. And it created this movement disorder called akathisia, where I was pacing like a mad person. It stopped my ability to sleep. I went into psychosis from lack of sleep. And I mean, my body was under so much stress for such a long period of time. It gave me this feeling of absolute terror all the time, this what I call chemical terror. And this was all caused by the medication, the harm in my nervous system. It's called Psych med withdrawal, but this medication was given for tinnitus, so like ringing in my ears, and that was creating like broken sleep. So yeah, I kind of walked into this for a completely unrelated thing, really, like broken sleep, and then ended up in a psychiatric unit being labelled with all the diagnoses under the sun. And it was such a wild experience to go through the system and see what it's like and how horrific it is. And I often feel that it is a miracle that I'm still here and that it's sort of like a message because it's an area that really does need awareness. I think once you're in one of those places and you're deemed crazy, you've literally got no say in the matter at all. And, you know, I would be ringing people up saying, I'm being abused. And people would be like, Emma, you're in the best place for you. They're going to help you. Because obviously you think that, you know, because the person's in some sort of paranoid or awful state, but genuinely these places are incredibly abusive. And I think, I mean, I don't know why. It's really shocking that this is even still happening. You know, ECT, electrotherapy, that's actually still going on. And they would threaten me with that constantly. It's almost kind of like a game. You know, they thought it was funny to threaten me with that. You know, I got spat on. I was called all sorts of names. And there was definitely no kind of holding of space or any guidance or any support in there. It was literally just a container for holding people who are unstable. And it was shocking and awful the way that people are treated in there. So I'm glad I didn't die.